going on, y'all? What's going on? Give everybody a few minutes to hop in. But I don't know what's going on with my frames, man. My frames be dropping. Every time I get on YouTube Live, it don't do this with nothing else. That's crazy. What's going on, y'all? Make sure you guys share this with one person. Leave a like and leave a comment, man. We're going to see what we got today. Look at what plays we got. Let me know if you guys are watching anything as well. We're going to get right into it, man. Give everybody a couple seconds here. We're going to get straight into it, man. We're going to get right into it. Alright. Let's see, man. Always start with SPY, right? I think we had some news at 8:32. I believe we had some news, so I don't know what the chart look like right now. We at 613. So did it fall? Yeah, fell a little bit off the news, but probably won't matter, to be honest with you. We are right back at all-time highs. Okay, so we are right back at all-time highs. Take a look at SPY. We basically did the same exact thing that we did last time that we crashed. So hopefully you guys took advantage of the crash. The 20% dip lasted for I think like a couple hours. So yeah, you didn't have much time to capitalize on it, but if you did, congratulations. And kind of the same thing that we said before, the stocks that brought us up here are the same ones that are taking us back, right? So the same stocks that brought us here are the same ones that have taken us back to the highs. So it's important to realize that when you're at all-time highs, it's hard to say where things will stop. So a lot of things that you're gonna want to do is day trade, right? A lot more day trading would be good, because since you are breaking out, you got to realize when we was in this little range right here, right, we was chopping a lot. Notice how there wasn't a lot of breakouts, but notice how now there are a lot of breakouts that are happening simply because the overall market has broken out. The overall market is the best indication of what stocks that you want to look for and things of that nature, right? If the stock market is bullish, then you want to play the stocks that are bullish. Don't go against the market, okay? Don't fight the trend. The trend is your friend, okay? Everybody that's been trying to go super short, they've been getting killed, all right? The trend is your friend, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. SPY, we know it's at all-time highs. We know that, all right? So really my mindset is I would either be looking for stocks that are about to break out or stocks that are on the dip. That's what I would be doing here. I would not be trying to short at the moment, just because it's no reason to, right? Unless we start just tanking, you know. But even that, you look to kind of take it at the old resistance here for a bounce. So, you know, just don't fight the trend, man. Don't fight the trend. All right, let's go through these stocks and see what stocks are already bullish. Dollar General, you guys know this is one that I really like. I am waiting on Dollar General to break out above 115, right? So above 115, that is the spot that I'm going to really like. Entries on Dollar General, you can see here, it's a flag, but I could even take the flag off, and you can see this is just consolidation. All right, so after a big move, expect consolidation. All right, the consolidation is not a bad thing. If anything, it's a good thing. It means that the stock is holding up where it is. Okay, so notice how every time it has gotten down around 110, it has bounced. When it got up here to 114, 115, it has kind of fell back down. So take note of that and realize that once this thing breaks out, it's gonna go right, and then it has a gap to fill from 115 all the way up to 122. All right, so it has a $7 gap that it needs to fill. So I really like DG. Okay, let's see. Shopify looks decent. Oracle, I love Oracle. I love Oracle right now. Probably one of my favorite setups at the moment, just because it has already had strength. And when you take a look at Oracle here, notice that they had a bull flag on the 4-hour, broke out perfectly, came back and retested on low volume, and is now trying to push back up yet again here. Okay, so Oracle looks really good to me, especially if it starts getting above 215, 216. Expect Oracle to have I expect it to have another pop. All right, AI stocks, semis, in those AI infrastructure, all of those stocks have been red hot. So, let's keep going back to the well until the well is dry. Okay. Coinbase, another one that looks amazing. We banked on Coinbase yesterday, and I think it looks really good again today. All right, Coinbase is actually, I'm gonna show you guys this from the larger time frame. This is why it's always so important to understand what's going on a larger scale. All right, so I'm gonna take everything off, and I'm gonna show you guys here. Take a look at where Coinbase is, right? So understand that you won't be able to see this unless you go on a larger time frame. All right, so Coinbase, look at where it was yesterday and the day before. It was in an area that it hasn't been to in a very long time. Okay, so up in here, Coinbase has not been here since 2021. All right, so 4 years since Coinbase has been to this spot. Okay, so what that tells you is if it is able to break out from this area, Coinbase should go, and it shouldn't be anything stopping it from going to the all-time highs. Does that mean it won't pull back? No, but it looks really good. Okay, it looks really good. So knowing that right now, we know that it's above a crazy breakout level, even though it has already broken out like crazy. All right, and look what it's doing here right now. This is the 1 hour, so I just took you to the 1 day chart. Now I'm bringing you down on a time frame. This is called multi-time frame analysis, aka top down analysis. Okay, we're taking what we see on the larger time frames and we're breaking it down to the smaller ones to see if we can find a trade. Okay, if you take a look here, notice on the 1 hour we are bull flagging right above this key level. So right at this key level, we are bull flagging. Okay, what is a bull flag? A bull flag is a chart pattern that tells you that the stock is more than likely to continue in the upward direction. Okay, this is a chart pattern that tells you that the stock is more than likely to continue in the upward direction. So when you see this bull flag, understand that this is telling us that this is flagging right at the key level. All right, so if this breaks out, you guys know that we don't have any resistance until we get to over 400. Does that mean that this thing is going to go straight to 400? No, but the probability says that you're going to catch, or you have the great chance to catch really nice moves up to this 428 level, right? Especially if things like Bitcoin continue to run, this is going to continue to go. Okay, so let's keep going here. Uber hit all-time highs yesterday. Same thing. It had a bull flag pattern on the 1 hour. It broke out. There you go. All right. Uber 100 could come in pretty quick. If you look at Uber on a weekly chart, it looks like it wants to break out. So you can watch out for Uber. Palantir has been one that it's been going up, but you got to catch that at the right time. It's been good for day trading, but not really swinging. Really, just been chopping to the upside. So I don't really like Palantir right now. I think it is probably going to pull back, to be honest. MU has already broken out. Maybe if you can catch it again around 115, it could continue to run, but I think around 114, 115 could be a nice buy the dip spot. If you get it down there, I think that could be really good. All right. Boeing had a drop since it had came up to this resistance area. Now it's trying to break out again. So Boeing could be something pretty decent, but not anything on my high watch list right now. Hims came down near a support. It has bounced at the moment, so we'll see what they do. Google looks okay. Nvidia kind of the same thing as the other AI stocks, has already broken out and has a bull flag right here, right? So it's kind of trying to retest the bull flag. You could possibly even, this might even be a good buy the dip area for a day trade on Nvidia. Look how it bounced off of this 155 twice right here, right? Around 3 times, really. So you had a few nice bounces off of 155 for Nvidia. So 155 could be a nice buy the dip area. I'll keep that in mind around up here. This 155 to 154.5 space up in here. I think that could be nice. Possibly. I'll be looking out for that. Apple has not been doing anything. DIA already running. Tesla is something that kind of hit a lot of people with okie doke, right? So a lot of people say, hey, Tesla going to 400 again. Can it? Yes, it can. But as of right now, it kind of hit people with okie doke. You really need Tesla to get back above 333 to be relevant. As long as it's under 333, I mean, you can't really do much with it, right? Because look at this 333 level right here. And we're on the daily chart. Once again, we're staying on the daily, okay? 333 has been a level since November of last year. Look at that. And then look at this here. Look at this again. Tough level again. So, yeah. If we can get back above 333, I think I'll take a chance at calls. But as long as we're under that, I just don't think the theta decay will be worth it, in my opinion. So, yeah. Amazon, this is one that I really like, and I should have gotten a swing on this yesterday. But I did not. So, Amazon here broke out. Kind of looks like a little flag, but just didn't really have a run up, really. But nonetheless, it was a key level around 218, right? So you see this all up in here. Then look at this back here. Amazon is one that I really like today, especially if we can catch it back around this breakout spot, right? So if we can catch Amazon around 218, I'd love to take it long there for a day trade. I think it could bounce if it gets there. So what could this look like? I'm gonna give you guys 2 scenarios, right? So this is a play that I like for Free Play Friday. I'm gonna give you guys my 2 exclusive, right? So I appreciate you guys if you're here. Once again, if you're here, links below in the description to follow my Instagram. You can join the free version of Discord or the premium version. It doesn't matter. I drop all kind of game either way. But let's keep going. All right, I'm gonna give you guys my 2 methods of entry. All right, for completely free. Right. So I thank you guys for watching this. I have 2 ways to enter a trade, right? It's number 1, chart patterns, or Number two, break and retest, right? I like both of them. I like both of them. I probably like the break and retest even more. All right, let's talk about the break and retest first. So, what do you need for the break and retest? You need the key level, which we already have, which is 218. We have the breakout, right? Now we're looking for it to come back and retest. Okay, so this is why I always tell you, if you've been watching me for any amount of time, I always say the basics is what you need in trading. You don't need all these fancy indicators. You don't need all these fancy strategies. You need to understand the basics, right? Higher highs, higher lows. Understand candlesticks, chart patterns, things of that nature. But this thing, you can't understand chart patterns unless you understand candlesticks and trend lines and levels. So, yeah, you got to understand the basics, all right? So this is what it will look like. The break and retest will look something like this. All you need is a key level and understand your candlesticks, all right? So it might pop up, it might come straight down, but it might do something like this. Boom, you want to see it get back up in here, all right? Then you want to see it bounce back up. But the key is, what does it do in this box? That's the key. What type of candles do you get in the box? That is what you are looking for, all right? You want to look for bullish candles, okay? So you want to look for bullish engulfings. You want to look for big green candle. You want to look for a bullish hammer, all right? If a candle like this forms in this box, that is your message. Hey, buyers are in. Because you have to understand, what does this candlestick tell us? This candlestick right here, which is a bullish hammer candle, this tells us that at some point in time during this candle, sellers were able to bring it all the way down here, but the buyers were able to push it all the way back up. Okay, so this is the strongest type of candle that you have, right? A bullish hammer. Okay, so you want to see things like bullish hammers up in here, and preferably if it can have some volume on it, right? That's even better. All right, so that's method number one, the break and retest. I have a whole video. I have actually 2 videos about the break and retest on my page, so make sure you guys check it out. All right, number 2 method of entry are chart patterns. Okay, so chart patterns, I look for flag patterns and pennant patterns. All right, so we already have the breakout here. So what we'll kind of look for is for it to maybe continue and then form some type of flag. Okay, so it forms some type of flag, and you want to see something like this, right? You want to see it kind of consolidate in here, and boom, you want to see the breakout. You want to say, well, RJ, that's BS, man. You don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, we just took a flag yesterday. All right, not on MU, but on SMCI. Okay, SMCI had a flag pattern yesterday, and we were able to capitalize on that. If I can pull it up for you here. This one was not pretty, but nonetheless, we were able to capitalize a little small flag on SMCI yesterday. Probably can see it better from the 1 minute chart here. And notice where it flagged at. It flagged right at the key level. All right, so right at the key level here, notice it broke, consolidated, broke out, and ran, right? So it ran above so an entire dollar here on this breakout that it ran after it bull flagged at the level. Okay, so let's see. Yep, I'm seeing y'all comments here. You say, what's going on? Well, you say, what's up with Lulu? I love Lulu, man. Let's go ahead and talk about Lulu real quick. I like Lulu. The thing is, I kind of want to see more of a setup, right? So I know that we had this hammer right here, right? You got this type of hammer right here that tells you that buyers are in, right? This is the key level, right? 235 is the key level for Lulu. Okay, look at the last 2 times that we've been here, we bounced, but we had a good candle at that level. We don't really have a good candle at the level right now. So next best thing I kind of look for, see if we kind of retest down here again and give us another little hammer. I think I try to enter there because at this point right now, we really haven't proven that we can stay above 235. We're just now retesting it. So what this could be a bear flag, right? It could very well be a bear flag right here at the key level. Okay, so I kind of want to see a little bit more confirmation before I enter Lulu. If you're gonna get in with like shares, I think it's a good buy, but I'm not in with option contracts just yet. Say, do I think Nvidia is flagging on the 1 hour? Yeah, yep, it is. It's trying to retest that breakout. How this is a good question. How can you tell if a candle has volume or not? Great question. How do you tell if a candle has volume? It's not about the number, okay? It's really all about the volume on that compared to the previous candles, okay? So take a look at something like this, right? So let's say Coinbase, right? Take a look at these candles up in here, right? So you got high volume when it's pushing up. Notice how the volume here died down on the sell-off, okay? Died down. But notice when it started to push back up again, look at the volume on these two candles compared to all of this right here, right? Look at the volume here compared to all of this here. So it's not really a number. It's relative to the previous candles. Hope that makes sense. Not necessarily a number. It's just relative to the previous candles. Let's see. I forgot where was that. I gotta go back through again. Where was we at? Apple. I know we passed that. Tesla, Amazon, Meta. We didn't talk about Meta yet. Meta's up again today. So Meta's at 729. Nothing's really stopping Meta from getting to all-time highs. Microsoft has been doing amazing. Robinhood has been going. I mean, at this point, everything's kind of been going. SMCI looks good. I think SMCI could be really good if you can catch it on a dip around 47 to 48. I think that would be a great buy the dip area. Yeah, that's really it, man. A lot of things are kind of already flying. So I'll be doing a lot of day trade at the moment, or swing trading breakouts. So probably my favorite play today is probably gonna be Amazon. I'm not gonna lie. I love Amazon, especially if we can catch it back down around this 218. I think that could be really good. So that's probably my favorite looking play. Secondly would probably be Coinbase if we can break out again. I think Coinbase could be really good now. And Oracle, right? So I like Oracle too. But we kind of have to start breaking the all-time highs again for me to really love Oracle, right? So everything's kind of selling off at the moment. So we'll see what it does, man. But that's what I'd like for today. I hope this was helpful a little bit to you, right? So even if you don't take any of the plays, I hope the way that I break things down, you can take this and apply it to your strategy however you see fit. All right. Always remember, keep the basics, man. Keep the basics. Keep the basics. All right. Trading is hard enough. You got to find out how to make it easier for yourself. All right. So with that being said, man, I thank you guys for joining. Make sure you guys follow the links in the description, man. Follow the Instagram. Join the free version of the Discord. And I'll see you guys later, man. Hope you guys have a safe trading day. Have a great weekend. And let's get to this money, man. See y'all later.